So I do a lot of artistic boxes, and one of the things I like to do is engrave a mirror and put that on the lid. It just looks a little bit more professional, and I get a few more bucks. I found some of these circular mirrors and I happen to like them. They look pretty cool, but I ran into a couple of problems trying to figure out how to get a center on there so that I can put it on the laser to etch them. So what I did is I lasered out a piece of cardboard that's about the size of some of my tops, okay? And I put a semicircle on it, which is slightly larger than the diameter of my mirrors. My mirrors are 3 inches in diameter. So the next thing I did is I did this at around 3.1 inches. Okay, so to mark the center is now really simple. That was one of my major problems, is you just take the mirror, slide it into here, butt it up, and then make a scribe with a pencil. Take it, turn it around 90 degrees or so, scribe it with a pencil, and voila, there's my center. So now I can take this over to the laser and etch it properly. Okay, so that takes care of that issue. So the next step is actually lasering it, and you have a problem with a mirror. If you put too much heat on it, it's going to crack. So what I do is I soak a paper towel with water first, then I put the mirror on, and since I always you laser it from the back, and that's all you have to do. And now all you have to do is laser it. It being too dirty, I've built the second template, and what this does here for me is this is slightly bigger than 3 inch. I've outlined where my hinge line is going to be, and I put it on here, okay, and try to get it as close to center as I can. So once I have it on fairly close to center, I take 2 pieces of tape and adhere it to the top. Okay, so make sure it's set up correctly here so we don't have any problems. Alright, so that looks pretty good to me. So the next thing we do is we apply glue. Now usually, in almost all of these circumstances, I use E6000 glue. But this morning I got a problem because I have to deliver these at noon, and E6000 takes a long time to set up. So I'm going to be using Elmer's Weld Bond, the Weld Bond. It's a pretty good glue. I use it to do leather, and it works really great for leather. Then I take this and I'm just going to move it around a little bit, and I don't want it to get too near the edge. And this is probably a little bit too much glue. Yeah, oh well. That's the way I do it. So I'm going to just take a little bit off of here with the Q-tip, because I don't want to get it squeezed out. That's the last thing you want to do. So keep it away from the edge. Okay, so that looks pretty good. So I'm going to take my mirror that I did, and it's still dirty, and that's okay, and just put it inside the template over here, and make sure that it's as close as possible to the top. Okay, so that looks like it should work. All right, and now all we got to do is just wait for it to dry, and that should take about an hour or two. I wipe the mirror down, clean it, mount the thing, and I'm done.